Hi team, and welcome to today's quick tip in Excel. During the week I was asked to show the trend with students' results and why you may not have students that have been more business focused for most of my audience. It does highlight a couple of different functions that you can use. So if we drop on over to the scenario that was given to me, you can see I've got a student's results for 3 years and it's recorded alphabetically their results. Now, the Sparklines doesn't work with text, it only works with value entries. So I needed to convert these results to values, and I did that by using an if statement, and then I started to set up the Sparklines. Let's have a look at how I did it. So first of all, with the sheet name, putting the finger on the control key, I dragged it to the right, double-clicking on the name, I called it trend. Now what I did here was I actually deleted all of the results of the student and I replaced those results by using an if statement, and the test that I wanted to do was to go in and see if the result was equal to A. So again, remembering that with testing text, you need to enclose it in double quotes, comma, and if it was, I was going to give it a value of 100, comma. And I now still needed to test whether it was going to be a B or a C. So I actually set up another if statement in there. Again, re-clicking on that cell of B5, looking to see if it was B. And if so, I assigned the value of 70. And if it wasn't, I'm going to assign the value of 50. Closing not only the one, but the second bracket in there and doing a control enter. So as we can see here on the results, it was A, the next one's going to be B, C going back. So again, if I now copy that formula down and with that area selected, taking my mouse to that bottom right and letting it copy all the way out. So instead of having A, B, C, I've got 100, 70 and 50. So now what I can do is set up my Sparklines to go into selecting that area, insert, coming over to the Sparkline group. I'm going to choose column just to start with. It says, where do you want to display that Sparkline? And I'm going to put it out here near the results and go OK. So immediately you can see I've got this really nice little bar symbolization of what's going on with the results there. And you can change it over to, for example, a line, which might make it look a little better. And particularly if you go in and adjust the row height, you can actually quite see this up and down trend going there. The challenge with Sparklines is that you must actually see, or Excel must be displaying the value entries to just show the Sparkline. So I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do was, hide those, which, destroys my Sparkline. So what I decided then is that I could go and use conditional formatting instead of Sparkline. So again, you could choose either of these options. So reselecting those results, going to the Home tab, coming over to the Style group, I set up a new rule for conditional format, and I used the rule, the rule type of all cells based on their values. And I changed this over to the icon set. And what I chose to do in here is use not the plus and minus that I've got, but if you take it on down, use your scroll bar, I decided to use the triangles. Noticing that the green is for any values that are equal to or greater than 67, sorry about that. Then the hyphen is for the 33, etc. coming on down. So that fits nicely with the values I assigned. If that wasn't right, you could always change the reverse order. But more importantly, there's a really neat little feature in here called only show the icons only. So if I go OK, now what you can see is the trend being demonstrated by the icon set rather than just the Sparklines. So what did we do? Well, duplicated the sheet. I then put in an if function to assign values to the A, B, and C. Then I created the Sparkline to show the trend. but maybe it might be better to actually use your conditional format and, using, for example, the icon set. So I hope you've learned a couple of things out of today's tip. Remember, we're always here to help you. You can always send us an email, and thank you for joining me today. See you next time. Bye.